Hey, welcome to Josh Shows You How to Cook. I'm Josh, and I'm going to show you how to cook. I'm going to show you how to cook a steak in a pan. The ingredients that you'll need is a steak. I got this one from my local grocer. It's USDA Choice, and that means that it has a fair amount of marbling. You'll also need olive oil, butter, and garlic, thyme, and rosemary. You'll also need salt and pepper. You're also going to need tongs and a big spoon. Let's start cooking. First thing you're going to want to do is to salt and pepper your steak. So let's do that now. You want to make sure you salt and pepper each side of the steak. Really get it in there too. I'm going to turn it over and salt and pepper the other side. You want to salt and pepper the steak because you want it to not taste bland and be seasoned. That's pretty much what the salt and pepper does. Okay, good. Now that we salt and pepper the steak, let's go ahead and turn the burner on. And then we're gonna take the olive oil and we're gonna pour it in the pan. Just like that. Then you're gonna wanna kind of take the pan and kind of coat the oil with it. And then put it back on a burner. And like I said, high heat, okay? High heat is what you want. So once this starts smoking, and it'll take about a couple minutes, so you just gotta wait for it. But you'll see it start to smoke though, and that's when you want to throw the steak on. You can also, while you wait, make sure you have all the rest of your ingredients. Oops. Here we go. Now it's starting to smoke, so we'll go ahead and put the steak on now. Now that I have it salt and peppered, it should just have a real nice sear. So what we're going to do is we're going to sear the steak for 2 minutes on each side. If you hear that, that's a really good sear. We'll just go ahead and let it sear. Now you don't have to, but you could grab the tongs and move it around a little bit so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. While you're waiting for this to sear, you can go ahead and start prepping your sides. As far as side dishes go, I usually like to do something like a potato or a broccoli, usually a veggie and a starch of some sort. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip it using my tongs. Okay, there we go. As you can see, we have a really nice sear on one side and it's looking really good. So I'm going to give it about another minute on this side and then we'll go ahead and start adding the other ingredients, okay? You don't want steak to get cooked too much. Usually want to keep it about medium rare. The sear looks like it's pretty much done at this point. As you can see, I'm lowering the flame, okay, to low. Now we're gonna add our butter and our herbs and garlic. Okay, so I've added the butter, the herbs, and the garlic, then the flavor comes out. Cooking it on low makes it so the steak doesn't cook too fast and it doesn't dry out. Because if you cook it too high, it'll dry out. But cooking it low makes it so the juices stay in the steak. It makes it taste good. And then after a few minutes, you go ahead and flip it just like this. And then braise it again. Look at all the juices. Really concentrate on all the juices, all the rosemary, the thyme, the garlic. It's all getting into the meat and it's making the meat more succulent, more juicy, more flavorful. Wow, wow. I wish you could smell that. It smells amazing. Wow, the texture, the flavor. I can't wait to eat this. It's so good. I'm wow. It looks amazing. Look at that. We're gonna give it one more flip and then we can go ahead and plate it. Just flipped it. Take a look. Wow, perfect, just perfect, just fantastic. So we'll go ahead and plate this up. Wow, there we go, there we go. Remove the pan from the flame. Wow, wow. So we're gonna let that rest for 10 minutes. Now you wanna let the steak rest because if you don't, all of the juices are gonna go right onto the plate. Eating a steak immediately when it's hot, it's not a good idea. We're gonna let it rest for 10 minutes and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Good. Well, we just let it rest for 10 minutes and here is the finished product. It's perfect. Perfect steak. Well, I'm Josh and I just showed you how to cook a steak in a frying pan. Feel free to leave your comments and subscribe to my channel. Josh shows you how to cook. Thank you.